suckling on the teat of tech.
With Paul Brislen.
Yes, talking high-tech with Mr. Paul Brislen. Good morning to you, Paul.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good. So today, in fact, we'll kick off our segment with a little bit of this first up. Stand by. Standing by still. Here we go.
Bit green up close.
That one's flickering.
Yeah. Sorry, thought I'd fix that.
Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
Doctor Who?
Yes, indeed, the trailer for the series of Doctor Who that we've already seen, and not the latest trailer, but there you go. That's what happens when you do a last-minute search for a Doctor Who trailer.
I've got one here. I'll play it for you. We'll see if my laptop's any better than yours. Stand by, caller. No, mine's rubbish too. This is excellent. I love technology.
What is this? Is this Series 5 of Doctor Who coming up, or Series 6? I'm confused.
There you go. I think we should stop with this technology. It's never going to catch on.
No, it isn't. But anyway, we are talking Doctor Who.
We are talking
Doctor Who in the golden age of, or golden era of sci-fi on our small screens.
Isn't it amazing that they've somehow managed to realise that people not only buy an awful lot of science fiction books, because it's one of the biggest selling categories, but actually want to see it on TV.
Yeah.
And so, well, hang on, let's make some real grown-up television, because for a long time science fiction, of course, was just treated as, that thing that all the kids watch. But we've all grown up now. Well, you haven't, but some of us are a lot older and wiser and willing to spend our hard-earned cash on things like Doctor Who stuff. And so here we are in a world where suddenly science fiction is cool again. So I'm really quite enjoying it.
Is it really about that younger generation maturing and having that disposable cash to invest, I suppose, in the sci-fi business, and that's why we're seeing more of it?
Well, I think so. That and the fact that some of us are now older and actually getting jobs in the industry. Stephen Moffat, who writes Doctor Who and is the executive producer, originally applied for the job when he was 6. And wrote them a nice letter from his little hamlet in Scotland. I'm not making stuff up now, but he apparently did apply for the job many years ago and said, I'd really like to write for Doctor Who, can you please tell me how? And they regretfully turned him down at the age of 6. Well, now he's a grown-up, and he's a writer.
Yeah.
And so he's writing beautiful stuff. And watching the trailer is really quite remarkable, because it's not just a kids' show. In fact, my kids are terrified of it, and not in the way that I was when I was little. Hide behind the sofa and squeal at it. This is properly scary stuff. Just amazing. So, I think as we've all matured and aged, and Amy Pond's appeared on the scene, we've all decided that actually, yes, we can now, as grown-ups, watch science fiction.
Indeed. And actually, here we go. Here's a little bit. Oh, scary. Hey! That's just a tiny teaser.
Teaser for the teaser.
What for you? Just seeing that tiny teaser. What for you makes this 2011 series, look like it's going to stand out?
Stand out. Oh, well, it does. I mean, it's oddly they're messing around with the schedule, so it's much shorter than normal. It's only about 6 or 7 episodes long, I think. They're splitting it in half. They appear to have spent the same amount of money they would normally spend on 13 episodes on these 6. It looks sumptuous. The graphics are astonishing. Finally, we've got really good actors and good scripts all at the same time. And the level of writing is second to none. We've got Neil Gaiman, one of my favourite authors, writing an episode. I don't know which one he is, but looking at the trailer, just the little bits that they add in, just to whet your appetite. There's the clown. There's somebody who kills Time Lords. There's Doctor Who facing his darkest days. There's a slightly breathless tone from the ER doctor popped up. It's fascinating. There's actual storyline and plot and emotional involvement. It's really quite remarkable.
It's primetime television on BBC, BBC One in the UK at around about, 7:30 on a Saturday evening or something.
That's right.
The traditional time slot for maybe Marcus last year in New Zealand. Do you think we'll ever see it mainstream to the point here in New Zealand where it'll be, starring straight after the news on a Friday or Saturday night?
On a Friday night? No, because they're stupid in television in New Zealand, and they have no idea what it is that people actually do with their television, because most of them don't watch TV.
No.
And that really is quite silly. They tend to go home in the evening and go, gosh, well, that's, well, no, I don't, I know producers at TVNZ who don't own a television. If you don't eat your own dog food, how do you know what it tastes like?
Well, because they don't want to watch it because they know it's brainless.
That's right. And so it's brainless. Well, clearly that's what rates. So,
and then they probably also, if they do watch it, they're shaking their fists. Who put this damn program on? Oh, that's what I did.
Bloody rubbish on. Or well, why is this on at 3:00 in the morning? This is actually quite good. Oh, nobody really wants to watch it anyway. Oh, yeah. Well. And they've got no idea that the rest of us who actually do want to watch these things have long since fled and moved on to being able to find it where we can.
Yes. All right, now before we leave you there, you are in Sydney at the moment.
I am.
You are coveting the only iPad 2 that was left in New Zealand. You took it away. You took it out of the country.
I did. I fled with it. It was the only way to be properly safe, I tell you.
Is it everything you dreamed of?
It is. Well, apart from being incredibly frustrating because you have to sync it with iTunes, which means that you have to be near a PC. So much for moving away from the PC. That aside, I finally got it up and operational by downloading a copy to a laptop and, plugging this thing in. And oh my goodness! But it is gorgeous. I've been reading Lonely Planet, and the iPad app is just beautiful. The pictures, the photos that really sell a travel magazine just look stunning. Aside from not being able to connect to all my music, it's really a fantastic media consumption device. Typing on it's going to be a bit of a problem, so I'm going to have to get a keyboard.
Well, talking about
that, if you're just consuming data, you want something to consume or to be lightweight and travel and do the odd email here and there. It's second to none.
Well, talking about typing on a device like that, last night I was fortunate enough to have just a week or two with the Android equivalent, which is the new Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1.
Yep.
So it's the 10.1 screen, so same size as the iPad.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. It really is a really nice interface, and I think a lot of people have said, Android, it's very ugly, it looks clunky. It blows up quite nicely onto a bigger screen.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Problems with the Galaxy Samsung S phone aside, Android is sweeping all before it, and I fully expect it to overtake Apple in the smartphone stakes this year,
and maybe in the tab.
It won't be, won't be too far behind in the slate market as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Thanks very much, Paul. We'll leave you there.
Anytime.
In Sydney. Have a good day.
Cheers, and you.
Cool. And you can catch Paul on Twitter as well. Twitter.com/Paul.